stranded in the middle of the ocean with 43 girls. No food, no hope, until my hidden system activated and gave me infinite resources.
It's gonna crush us!
Hang on to the raft!
Help us!
Chapter 1: The Raft of Strangers. Water! Endless water. That was the first thing he saw when his eyes opened. Where am I? The sky above was bright. Bright. The sun burned his vision as he forced himself to sit up. Wood creaked beneath him. A raft. Floating in the middle of the ocean. What they? Memories rushed in. A stormy. A ship. Screams. Darkness. Then nothing. He looked around. Ows. They weren't alone. Dozens of girls sat scattered across the raft. Saw me crying. Saw me silent. Some staring at the horizon like they had already given up. How many? Whispered. Forchitri. The voice came from behind. He turned. A girl with short silver hair stood there. Calm! To calm for this situation. You counted? He asked. I had time, she replied. He exhaled slowly. 43 girls. One raft. No land in sight. Great, he muttered. What's your name? She asked. Hesitated. Aring. Lena, she said simply. Silence followed. The waves rocked the raft gently. But beneath that calm was something much worse. Fear. We won't last long like this, someone cried. We don't have enough food or water. Panic spread quickly. And they were right. The raft was small. Supplies? Vlan. A broken crate. A few bottles. Not enough for even a day. Aaron clenched his fists. Think. There had to be something. Anything. Then. A strange sound echoed in his mind. System initializing. He froze. Not again. A glowing screen appeared before his eyes. Hidden survival system activated. His heartbeat quickened. A system. The screen flickered. Condition met, surrounded by survivors. Unique skill unlocked. Infinite resource generation. His eyes widened. Infinite. More text appeared. Rule. For every child under your care. Resources will multiply. Protect and grow equals unlimited supply. Arin blinked. Children. He looked around again. 43 girls. Confused. Scared. Dalaivi. So that's the condition, he murmured. Did you say something? Lynn asked. Nothing, he replied. Inside, everything had changed. If this system was real, then survival wasn't impossible. It was guaranteed. He looked at the broken crate nearby. Focused. Sisting. Starter resource pack available. Let's test this. He said. In the next moment, a sealed container appeared in his hands. Heavy. How? He opened it. Inside, water bottles, food packs, more than enough for everyone. His breath stopped. It works. What works? Lena stepped closer. Then she saw it. Her eyes widened slightly. Where did that come from? Erin looked at her, then at the others. Panic. Hunger. Desperation. He stood up slowly. and for the first time since waking up, he smiled. Everyone, he called out. Voices quieted. Eyes turned toward him. We're not dying out here. Silence. Then doubt. But he didn't care. Because now, he had something they didn't understand yet. Assisting. A way to survive. And maybe a way to turn this floating prison into something much bigger. Chapter 2. The First Rule of Survival. The moment Aaron opened the container, everything changed. Water. Food. Enough for everyone. The girls stared in disbelief. Is this real? Someone whispered. Another stepped forward carefully. Where did you get this? Aaron didn't answer immediately, because he was thinking. If he told them about the system, would they believe him? Or panic even more? Beside him, Lena watched quietly. Observing. Calculating. You should speak, she said softly. They're about to lose control. She was right. The tension was rising. Fear plus hope equals chaos. Aaron took a deep breath. Listen, he said loudly. All eyes turned to him. I don't have time to explain everything. Murmurs spread. But what matters is this. He lifted a water bottle. We have supplies now. Silence. Then, how long will it last? Is there more? Questions flooded in. Aaron raised his hand. There will always be more. That stopped them. What? Juan, girls. As long as we stay organized, he continued. No one will go hungry. They didn't fully understand, but they wanted to believe it. And right now, that was enough. Lena stepped forward. We divide everything evenly, she said calmly. No fighting. Harding. Her voice carried authority. Surprisingly, everyone listened. Aaron noticed that. She's useful, he thought. The distribution began. Water passed from hand to hand. Food shared. The panic slowly faded, replaced by relief. Small. Fragile. Pateau. As the others ate, Aaron stepped aside. He focused again. Ceasing. Daily condition active. Survivors stabilized. Reward. Resource upgrade unlocked. Upgrade. Selected. The crate beside him changed. Larger. Stronger. Inside. More resource. Better quality. So it grows too, he whispered. Lena appeared beside him. You're doing something, she said quietly. Not a question. A statement. Aaron glanced at her. And if I am? She didn't react. Instead, she looked at the crate, then back at him. Then don't mess it up, she said. Interesting. Fear. No accusations. Just trust, or maybe curiosity. Before he could reply, a loud crash echoed. The raft shook violently. What was that? Someone screamed. The water around them rippled. Then, something moved beneath the surface. Biggie. Dobigi. Aaron's expression darkened. We're not alone out here. A shadow circled the raft. Fast. Hungry. The girls panicked instantly. Something's down there. It's coming closer. Lena grabbed a piece of wood. We need to stay balanced, she shouted. The raft tilted slightly, The creature rammed into it from below. Boom! Screams filled the air. Aaron clenched his fists. Damn. He had resources, but no defense. Weapons. Protection. Then, the system appeared again. Emergency event triggered. Gives protect survivors from external threat. Reward defensive upgrade plus tool creation. His eyes sharpened. Now we're talking. Because this wasn't just survival anymore. This was the next step. Protection. Growth. Control. He stepped forward, watching the dark shape below. And for the first time since waking up, he didn't feel helpless. Because now, he had a way to fight back. Chapter 3, Building Control over Chaos. The raft shook again. Another from below. Water splashed over the edges. Girls screamed. Some lost their balance. It's going to flip us. Someone cried. Aaron stepped forward, eyes locked on the dark shape circling beneath the surface. Not if I stop it first. The system interface appeared instantly. Emergency event active. Gives create defensive tools. Available options. Basic spear. Reinforced rope. Gives floating barrier. Good, he muttered. Without hesitation. He selected all three. A flash of light. Weapons appeared beside him. Long wooden spears. Thick rope. And small floating boards that spread around the raft's edge. The girls froze. Where did that come from? One whispered. No time to explain, Aaron said. He grabbed a spear. Listen carefully. His voice cut through the panic. If we don't fight back, we die. Silence. Fear filled their eyes. Also, Hoppy. Lena stepped beside him, already holding a spear. Tell us what to do, she said. Ari nodded. You, he pointed to a group. Hold the ropes, keep the raft stable. Another group. Stay low and balance weight. Then, he looked at Lena. At me. She didn't hesitate. The water rippled again. The creature rose slightly this time. Just enough to reveal part of its body. Massive. Scaled. Dark. Sea beast, Lena whispered. Doesn't matter, Aaron replied. It rammed the raft again. Boom. This chimney. The floating barriers absorbed part of the impact. Defense plus 0.5 stability. Raft held. It's working, he said. The beast circled again. Faster. Waiting. Then it lunged upward. Half its body burst out of the water. Mouth wide open. Rows of sharp teeth. Now, Aaron shouted. He jumped forward and thrust the spear downward. The tip pierced its flesh. The beast roared. Attack registered. Strength plus 0.6. Lena struck next, hitting near the same spot. Others followed. Not perfectly. Not clean. Enough. The beast thrashed violently. Water exploded around them. The raft shook, but didn't break. Because now, they weren't just victims. They were fighting. Aaron held his ground. Again, shouted. Another strike. Another huar. The creature weakened, slowed, then finally, it dove back down, disappearing into the depths. Silence followed. Heavy. Unbelievable. Did we win? Someone whispered. Aaron lowered his spear. For now. The system appeared again. Event completed. Reward. Survival rank increased. New unlock. Structure building. His eyes lit up. Now we can build. Not just survive. Build. Lena stepped closer. You planned all that. In seconds, she said. Not exactly, he replied. Because the truth was, the system helped. Pre-act. And that combination was powerful. He looked around. The girls, no longer just scared. They were watching him differently. With trust, belief, and maybe something more. Aaron exhaled slowly. This raft won't stay like this, he said. They looked at him. What do you mean? Lynn asked. He smiled faintly. We're turning this into something bigger. The ocean stretched endlessly around them. Danger everywhere. No land. No rescue. But now, they had something else. A leader. Assisting. And a future. Because this raft was no longer just a place to survive. It was the beginning of their world. Chapter 4. A Floating Kingdom Begins. The ocean was calm again. Token. Like it was waiting. Aaron stood at the center of the raft, watching the horizon. Endless blue. No land. No ship. But something had changed. This wasn't just a broken raft anymore. It was growing. Ceasing. The interface appeared instantly. New feature unlocked. Structure building. Available constructions. Gives expanded raft base. Storage units. Gives shelter basic. Aaron's eyes sharpened. Let's start. He selected expanded raft base. Light spread across the wood beneath their feet. The raft creaked. Then expanded outward. Modispe. Stronger foundation. The girls gasped. It's getting bigger. Is this real? Aaron didn't stop. Next. Storage units. Wooden containers formed neatly along the edges. Then. Shelter. Simple structures appeared. Roof. Holes. Shade from the burning sun. For the first time since the beginning, they weren't exposed. They had protection. This feels like a home, someone whispered. Aaron looked around. Not yet. But it would be. Lena walked beside him. You're building fast, she said. We don't have time to be slow, he replied. She studied him. You're not just reacting anymore. She was right. At first, he was surviving. Now, he was planning. Because the system made one thing clear. Growth equals reward. Mori survival. Mori peopli. Mori futuri. Mori power. Suddenly, a small voice called out. Arin. She turned. A younger girl stood there. Nervous. What if we run out again? She asked. The question hit everyone. Fear returned. Quiet. Puteo. Aaron walked toward her. We won't, he said calmly. Because we're not just surviving anymore. He looked at all of them. We're building something. Something stable. Something lasting. The system appeared again. New condition detected. Group stability rising. Bonus. Resource efficiency increased. Good, he muttered. Lena crossed her arms. You still haven't explained how you're doing all this. Aaron glanced at her. Would you believe me if I did? She paused. Then, maybe. He smiled faintly. Then I'll explain later. Because right now, there were bigger problems. A shadow passed over the raft. Everyone looked up. Clouds. Dark ones. Storm, Lena said quietly. The wind picked up. Waves grew stronger. The raft rocked harder than before. This one's worse, someone cried. Aaron clenched his fists. The sea wasn't done with them. Not even close. The system reacted immediately. New event triggered. Gibbs survived the incoming storm. Warning, high-level environmental threat. Aaron exhaled slowly. Of course. He looked at the structures. Acide Peopli. At what they had built. Then back at the storm. This is a test, he said. Lena nodded. Then we pass it. The wind howled louder. Rain began to fall. The ocean rose. But this Jimmy, they weren't just helpless survivors. They had shelter. They had structure. They had leadership. And as the storm closed in, Aaron's eyes sharpened. Because every challenge was just another step forward. And he wasn't stopping now. Chapter 5: A World Built on Water. The storm hit without mercy. Waves crashed against the raft like walls of water. Wind howled like something alive. Rain blurred everything. Hold on. Someone screamed. The raft shook violently, but it didn't break. The expanded base held firm. The shelters absorbed the rain. The ropes kept everything together. Aaron stood at the center, soaked, unmoving. Everyone stay inside the shelters, shouted. Panic filled the air. But this time, it didn't spiral. Because they trusted him. Lena moved quickly, helping others inside. Stay low. Don't panic. She called out. Another wave hit. Water flooded part of the deck, but drained through gaps. The structure held. Barely. Aaron clenched his fists. Sisting. The screen appeared instantly. Storm event active. Structural integrity, 62%. Options available. Reinforced structure. Gives expand stability grid. Gives emergency resource boost. All of them. He selected everything. Light spread across the raft. Wood strengthened. Supports expanded. The base stabilized further. The shaking reduced. It's working. Someone shouted. Copy turn. The storm raged harder. But now, they were resisting it. Minute by minute. Wave by wave. The system updated again. Survival progress, 78%. Aaron exhaled slowly. Almost there. A massive wave rose ahead. Bigger than anything before. Brace! Lena shouted. The wave crashed down. Everything went silent for a second. Water swallowed the raft. Then it passed. The raft surfaced again. Still intact. Still floating. Still alive. The storm began to fade. The wind slowed. The rain softened. Until finally, silence. Here, silence. The sky cleared slowly. Sunlight broke through the clouds. Golden. Warm. The ocean calmed. Aaron stood there, breathing deeply. Maggie, all of them. No losses. No destruction. Only growth. The system appeared one last time. Event completed. Major reward unlocked. New feature, territory expansion. New title, leader of survivors. Aaron smiled faintly. Leader, ha! He looked around. The raft. Now larger. Stronger. More structured. The Peopli. No longer strangers. A groupi. A team. Maybe even a family. Lena stepped beside him. You did it, she said. He shook his head. We did it. She smiled slightly. So what now? Aaron looked at the horizon. Still endless. Still unknown. But now, it didn't feel empty. It felt like opportunity. We don't wait for rescue, he said. They all looked at him. We build. Higher. Stronger. A place that no storm could destroy. A world on water. The system glowed softly. And for the first time, this wasn't about survival anymore. It was about expansion. Because this raft was just the beginning of something far greater, something unstoppable.